Today I'm here with my friend Perhaps, and he has some of the rarest cars in Driving Empire. Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the rarest cars and testing them out, but before we do that, make sure to subscribe and drop a link in this video. But without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so this is my friend Perhaps here, and he knows a lot about rare cars. This is his rare car right here, this Ford GT. He'll tell you about that in a bit, and he also has some other rare cars to show us. But first, let's go through my garage of rare cars. Now, some of these might be cars that you even have, so if you didn't know that your car was rare, now you'll know. So this is like a Spiker right here. This thing was taken off sale probably about a year or two ago. It's been off sale for quite some time, and not many people own it because it's just an odd looking car and it's nothing really special about it. So if it was just a normal car in the dealership, you probably wouldn't want to buy this if you have other options. But yeah, that's probably why this one's so rare when it got taken off sale. But now I would say there's probably less than 1,000 of these floating around, so that's pretty rare. Next up though, this Mustang. Now this was on sale back when the game was called Wait For It. It might look like some kind of Christmas vehicle. That's just because I had it like decked out as a Christmas themed car. And unfortunately they made it so I can't remove this now on any vehicle. So this is just kind of stuck here. But enough with that. You can see this model is ancient. Look at how bad the interior is. This looks terrible. But yeah, I would guess there's probably around 1,000 or less of these as well. It's probably not as rare as this one though, because like, this car was cheap. You could afford it back in the day. So if you had a bit of money, you could probably buy this car and you probably owned it. It's a pretty good starter car back in the day. But now, I mean, it's not been on sale for a long time. But we got some more cars over here to go over. These ones aren't as rare, I would say, but this car is definitely really rare. Let me tell you about this. Okay, so this is the SLR Mercedes McLaren right here. Now this thing, it's got a bit better model quality than some of the other cars we've seen so far. Not the best model quality though. But yeah, this car is pretty rare because it's been off sale for quite some time now, I would say. You know, I don't know why it's off sale. It's just been off sale since probably about 2022, I would say. So definitely been some time for, you know, this car to gain rarity and be off sale. I would say it's pretty cool. Maybe about 1,000 or so of these too. Honestly, it's not really known how many of each of these cars there are. They're just kind of estimates. But these three cars would definitely be the rarest that I have to show you guys. I lost some of my rare cars, of course, because of licensing. You know, stuff's always changing with licensing. Like, when they license Mercedes, if they get Mercedes licensing, this car, it won't be rare anymore. If they license Ford, this car won't be rare. So you see how easy it is for, you know, cars to lose rarity and go away, of course, that were rare. That's why, you know, so many random cars are just rare now. Like, these two Nissan GTRs. You wouldn't expect them to be rare, but oh boy, these are probably some of the rarest right now because who really has a Nissan in this game? I mean, you could have any supercar and stuff and you would choose to drive a Nissan GTR. I mean, some people love those cars. I'm not hating on them or anything, but just saying, you know, they're kind of slow in this game. So, not a lot of people probably had these when they got removed, but I mean, they're still, of course, not as rare as those, I would say. I mean, they're just Nissans at the end of the day. They were probably removed a few months ago to a year ago. I don't know when they were removed, but if you have these are like semi-rare, I would say. And of course, this is just one Koenigsegg, but any Koenigsegg in the game is rare now because it's just been off sale for so long. Especially this one in particular, though. This one, like, it's kind of poor on its performance, so that made less people want to buy it. And of course, the high price tag. So that makes this one really rare, but all Koenigsegg's, I would say, are pretty rare. But let's go ahead and see what Perhaps has now, and then we'll try out his cars.
Alright, so this is my 2017 Ford GTE, and this is probably one of the top 5 rarest cars in the game because it's, you know, another Wait For It era car. No one really bought it because it was at such a high price, and it's actually with the RSR, which got removed sadly, and the... what was the other one?
The Ferrari?
Yes, the Ferrari. That also got removed. For anyone that had those cars, I'm very sorry. Anyways, this was probably like the most overpowered car back then. Had great acceleration, amazing top speed, and used to have the greatest handling in the game until they ruined it.
That sounds so cool, bro. But
that's basically it.
What happened to the interior, bro? It's all like destroyed. There's nothing. The steering wheel's missing. The dashboard's missing.
Blame that on the game.
I don't know, man. The game messed up the model or something. Anyways, I kind of want to test this car out, and then after we test this, they can see your other car, which is surprisingly the rarest car in the game. So we'll have to keep them waiting for that. But let's go ahead and test this out. Okay, we're testing out the top speed right now on the Ford GT. First thing I wanted to test. So this thing can go 246 without boost, with boost $275, and I find this interesting, but this car is actually only a one-seater, so you can only drive it. That's pretty interesting, but obviously this is a track car, so let's go ahead and see what kind of time it can do on the circuit race. Okay, now we're on the circuit race. Now, I've heard from the guy who owns this car. He says that this was the best handling car at one point, and now he claims that they have ruined the handling, that this thing sucks. So we're about to find out if that's true. I mean, didn't feel too good going around that first corner, I cannot lie. Ooh. This thing cannot handle. What has happened? They've absolutely tarnished this handling. Okay, that's quite unfortunate, you know. Such a nice looking car, and it's just now so unbalanced. It feels like I'm driving some kind of starter vehicle, not one of the rarest in the game. That's quite annoying. But at the end of the day, I'll be for real with you guys. They're trying to license basically every brand. I'm sure you've seen that by now. I mean, they've just licensed so many vehicles in this game. Ford is a big company. It's inevitable. Ford licensing will probably come in the future. So that means that this car will lose its rarity, and so will many other really rare cars. So honestly, that's quite crazy to think about. Like, some of these cars that were just so rare are just going to be normal cars or not even in the game anymore. Like, there's going to be no rare cars left. That's a downside to licensing. But at the same time, who cares? Because that means everyone can enjoy these cars now, I guess, in a way. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and lock in and finish up this race. Okay, and we finished in the terrible time of 3 minutes 29. This car, it's certainly something else at racing. I just gotta say that. Not in a good way, in a bad way. This thing cannot turn. Quite disappointing, honestly. But yeah, I mean, like I was saying, you know, this could get removed at any point in the next few months. So why would they even bother changing it? But anyways, I think I've made you all wait long enough. Let's go ahead and see what the rarest car in Driving Empire is. Alright, you guys, I'm about to show you the rarest car. When I turn around, you're going to see what the rarest car in the game is. And it is a Ram pickup truck. I know, surprising, right? But here's the deal. This thing was added back when the game was called Wait For It. And that was many, many years ago. That was probably like 3-4 years ago now, if we think about it. And to be honest, I mean, who would buy a random Ram pickup truck in a game about supercars and exotic cars, about top speed? Pickup trucks just aren't the first thing you would think to buy. Also, it doesn't help the fact that this thing was only on sale for 1 week. So, first off, the game was a lot smaller. It was on sale for 1 week, and no one knew it would be on sale for only 1 week. And it's also just a random pickup truck. Therefore, leading many people to not own it. And some people that did own it probably were banned from the game, banned from Roblox, or just haven't played the game in so long to the point where no one even knows that they have this car. So now this is probably the rarest car in the game. I mean, it's been off sale for many years now. How many? Honestly, I would guess there's probably like less than 100, maybe around 20, 50-ish with this car. That's what I would think. But yeah, I mean, clearly there's no races to be done in this car. I don't think it's much of a race car or anything. But it does have a surprising talent that you wouldn't expect. Drifting. This thing can slide. Oh boy, can it slide. Did you just see that 360? That is insane. Let's hit a little drift right here. Oh man, okay, bad driver moment. But for real, this thing can drift, and that's kind of surprising to me. Like, who would have expected the rarest truck in the game and car in the game to drift this insane? Like, it's not even got drift tires, I don't believe. It just drifts just like that. It's pretty good at it. But yeah, that's gonna be everything for today's video. I truly hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to drop a like. I would truly appreciate it. Subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss another upload. Check out the video on screen or YouTube thing to like it, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace.